Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the two noble kinsmen, and we get to hear from the schoolmaster again today in Act 3, Scene 5. Now, the schoolmaster might be named Gerald. Some versions call him Gerald, even though I don't know that it ever says that in the script. It might later, but anyway, it doesn't in this scene. So this schoolmaster and a bunch of local folks are putting together a Morris dance as part of like the May Day celebration. So while Theseus and Hippolyta and Pirithous are like hunting and other people are feasting and blah, 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 they've put together this Morris dance. And yesterday we had Gerald, the schoolmaster, sort of schooling his cast and saying, like, for the millionth time, you go over here, I'm over here. When the Duke comes, I'll talk to him, and when I throw my hat in the air, that's your cue to come in and do the dance. So they all go and they hide, and then Hippolyta and Theseus and Pirithous and some others like come by, and Gerald goes to stop them and is like, can I have just a moment of your time? We've got like a little bit of a play to show you. And Theseus is like, okay, fine, yeah, we'll do this. And he's like, okay, so we're my noble Duke. And Theseus is like, this is not off to a very good start. And the schoolmaster says, if you but favor, our country pastime maid is. We are a few of those collected here that ruder tongues distinguish villager, and to say verity, and not to fable. We are a merry rout, or else a rabble, or company, or by a figure chorus, that for thy dignity will dance a Morris. And I, that am the rectifier of all, by title, Pedagogus, that let fall the birch upon the breeches of the small ones, and humble with a ferula the tall ones, do here present this machine, or this frame. And dainty Duke, whose doughty dismal fame, from dis to Dedalus, from post to pillar, is blown abroad, help me, thy poor well-willer, and with thy twinkling eyes look right and straight upon this mighty Moor of mickle weight is. Now comes in, which, being glued together, makes Morris, and the cause that we came hither, the body of our sport, of no small study. I first appear, though rude and raw and muddy, to speak before thy noble grace this tenor, at whose great feet I offer up my penner. The next, the Lord of May and Lady Bright, the chambermaid and serving man by night that seek out silent hanging. Then mine host and his fat spouse, that welcomes to their cost the galled traveller, and with a beckoning informs the tapster to inflame the reckoning. Then the beast-eating clown, and next the fool, the bavian with long tail and eke long tool. Cum mutalis alice that make a dance, say I, and all shall presently advance. So it's the prologue. It's the prologue to the Morris dance is what he's saying, because even way back when, they liked to have trailers before they committed to watching any sort of thing that was going to take up any piece of their time. So what the schoolmaster is doing is trying to sell them on what they're about to see so that they will stick around long enough to see it, and if they like it, maybe give them some money. So he's like, we're just a group that's here together, and I'm the leader of this group, and we're going to present this thing for you, and this is the order in which stuff is going to happen. All these characters are going to come out, and you're going to get to meet them. You're going to meet the Lord of May and the Lady Bright and the chambermaid and the serving man and the host and his spouse and the traveler and all of these sort of things. And if you're ready for it, if you're up for it, just say yes, and they'll all come out and we'll dance a Morris dance for you. And Theseus is like, yeah, okay, let's do it. So everybody comes out, and remember, the jailer's daughter was looped into being one of the dancers because they were missing one of the female dancers. So they all come out and they do their dance, and everybody loves it. And Theseus gives the schoolmaster a whole bunch of money, and Emilia is like, that's probably the best Morris dance that I've ever seen. And they're like, huzzah, hooray, here's some money. And then Theseus and Hippolyta and Emilia and Pirithous and that whole train like go off to continue hunting, and the schoolmaster's like, we made money, we made money. And that's the end of Act 3, Scene 5. So, fun stuff. Fun stuff. So we're still in the middle of May Day, and there's hunting, and there's Arcite and Palamon who are supposed to duel, so plenty still left to come. So come on back tomorrow for more. We'll figure out where this goes next. Mwah.